So, this one is Hecate messages for Capricorn moon. All right. So it looked like we got some clearing to do and some interesting stuff going on here. Okay, so we have Mini Mass, the authentic self, as the overall card. And then we have a tidy house, which is clarity and organization. This is giving clarity and organization of the inner self. It's giving some clearing out some emotions and some like internal work. And then we have stranger curiosity. It's giving like activating that curious nature within self, that explorative inner child nature, which is like also highlighted by root girl, which is the disowned self, which it typically comes up when like there's parts of like what connects you to your inner child, like old dreams or hobbies or habits, or like not habits, but like things that you used to do as a kid. Reconnecting with that inner child energy. And then we have secrets revealed with the Queen of Sheba. And with this, like the inner child holds the secrets to all our dreams. They hold the key to it all. We know when we get here what exactly we're supposed to be doing. I saw 144. But we already know. When we get here, we already know. But like the world makes us forget. The way that we are forced to operate in the world tends to make us forget. And that's being unlocked now with like the reconnecting of the inner child. Now, we have naked in reverse with Mami Wata. And typically this is a card of vulnerability. But what I'm getting from this right now is you need to move in silence, is what I'm picking up on that. Like you need to, access this, go for it in silence right now. Because what I'm getting is like there may be some energy vampires around you with scarcity. Or what you will discover will like kind of pull you out of that like scarcity mindset that you were made to feel when you were younger. But also like is kind of giving that level of energy vampire where they like leech off of you, and if you tell them what you're going towards, they're going to try to go towards it while discouraging you off that path. Because I've had that happen to me when I was a kid. Like the same people that told me that I couldn't do stuff as a child ended up becoming those things that I wanted to do ever since I was a kid. They discouraged me from doing it, and then they ended up doing it instead. And so like that's kind of the energy that I'm kind of picking up in here. So like be mindful of who you tell. Like I'm getting this energy of like you need to move in silence right now. And like we have the Six of Swords, and in reverse is express your love. So this is also giving like move in silence, because like the Six of Swords is like swords, that's words, that's air, energy. This is kind of like giving like keep this to yourself right now. Keep this to yourself right now. And then we have like the Emperor in chemistry, which is kind of giving like being this energy of like this boss energy, and you're like kind of attracting something. Yeah. As we have make an effort in calling in your soulmate. And then we have like the Two of Pentacles and children. This is giving like you're calling in people or connections that help you with balancing out like this inner child energy, that bring out this inner child energy in you. And like your inner, like this is giving like your inner children playing together, is what it's giving. Because that's what I'm picking up on with that. There was something else too that I noticed. We have straddling realms and like dream thief, which is like refusal to answer the call and like wandering between realms. So you might be like kind of teetering between like, should I go for this dream that I had as a kid, or should I stick to like what I'm doing now? Like you're kind of like unsure at the moment. Yeah. We got the wall and treasures hidden in the shadows. And the wall is about like obstacles and treasures hidden in the shadows. So like the physical world may be causing some obstacles with you, like thinking that you should go towards this, whether or not you should go towards this dream, because it's something that you always wanted to do, but at the same time, like you got bills to pay, you got, all this other stuff. But like with treasures hidden in the shadows, like going towards the unknown, it can be rewarding. Now be mindful and use your own discernment, is what I'm getting. We have fearless love at the bottom with Oshun, and grounding with Swacha. So staying grounded will help you like be able to be in that like receiving mode for like this unconditional love, this like inner child play that is like being cultivated with some other things that you're attracting. Because it could also, like outside of connections, it could also be like a business endeavor where it's like also about like balancing your inner child with your like money world. So maybe it's not telling you that you have to like quit your job to like go pursue this dream, but you need to cultivate balance between the two. It also reminds me of my own like real life situation where it's just like I was actually guided to do one thing, but I chose to do one thing because it was to get me out of one situation and into another. And then when I got into that my new situation, it was just like one of those things where it's just like, okay, you don't need to do this anymore because now you're being guided to do something else. And then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to quit doing this thing that got me here. And then it was like kind of a compromise where it's just like, well, you can still do that thing that got you here, but if it starts to interfere, then we're going to need to come back and reevaluate. Not necessarily like make you quit, but like you're going to need to come back and reevaluate like what it is that you're really wanting to go for, because you don't want to like miss out on going for your dreams, because like this is what you've always wanted and this is where your abundance is. And mind you, abundance is more than just money. It's just one of those things. And so that's what I'm kind of like, that's the scenario that I'm kind of like picking up on too. Like you're attracting great things with this emperor energy. This is like boss level shit. Like this is real real shit. But it like right now, like it's about balance. It is about balance, because like we got the strength at the bottom. Oh, you need to have courage to go for this dream. This dream makes you nervous. And then we have the tower. I almost said foundation. Then we have foundation. Like, oh, it's gonna, like, whatever it is either the dream is going to make you, like, shift what your foundation is built off of, or it's going to like require you to take that risk and stop doing something that you thought was giving you a solid foundation, but it wasn't fulfilling, because with the mini mask and the authentic self, it's giving like I'm pretending to be something that I'm not, and I don't really resonate with this right now. But like, again, like use your discernment and like keep this stuff to yourself. Anyway, I hope that helped.